So, hello there guys, welcome back to Blues TV for another review of mine, for another live review of mine. As Chelsea went away to Southampton and won the game 4-1, and I'm very, very, very pleased today. As you might be able to tell, different surroundings today. I'm away in Switzerland, so, you know, different room. It might be a little bit echoey. I do apologise if, you know, the sound is a bit bad, and also I do apologise for no sound earlier. I'm really sorry, don't know what happened there. Thank you. And also, yeah, let me know in the chat if the sound is working and, you know, image quality and everything. The internet isn't as good here as it is at home. But yeah, today I'm very pleased. Today I'm very pleased. Frank Lampard got it right. We saw a 4-3-3. We saw a dominant performance with a couple of weird lapses. And it was a dominant performance. It was a calm away victory in the Premier League. We now move up to 5th in the Premier League table, which I'm very pleased about. Liverpool have basically won the title already because Man City lost again, which is a little bit mental. But, do you write on paper? Write on paper. That was weird. Perfect. Thank you. So let's just get straight into it. Of course, if you are new to Blues TV, please be sure to subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. And also make sure to drop a like if you're watching this. That'd be cool. You know, you're here already. Just go down below and drop a like. That'd be good. But let's get into it. 4-3-3 formation today. I was very pleased when I saw the line of Kepa in goal. Azpilicueta was still in there at right back with Reece James. I assume not being, you know, fit enough yet to play on Wednesday and today. He was at right back. Alonso, of course, at left back, who today, by the way, was really good. Fair play to Alonso. Still not good at crossing, but his defensive work today was really good. I was very happy with him. Tomori was one of the centre-backs next to Kurt Zouma. Christensen not in there again, which I didn't really understand, but was fine in the end, I guess. Midfield three, of course, Jorginho as the deepest of the three, and N'Golo Kanté did start to his right. Mason Mount to his left, of course, as the left centre midfielder. Hudson-Odoi came back and made his first Premier League start since, obviously, his injury. Started on the left wing, Willian on the right, and Tammy started up front yet again. And to be honest, the game started well. I mean, we didn't perform incredibly well at the very start. Southampton had a couple of actually decent moments. Their press, we really struggled with it. We couldn't pass it out from the back. There was not enough movement, and there was not enough, what is the word? Like, our passing just wasn't quick enough. We couldn't get around it. We struggled a little bit, but Southampton still didn't really have any big chances. And then kind of out of nowhere, right as my stream that I was watching, I was actually watching like a League of Sky stream, but, you know, with Sky Go kind of thing. But then for some reason just stopped at that point as well. And yes, I did get a trim, thank you. And yeah, so that stopped as Tammy Abraham, of course, made it 1-0, but I did see the goal. Great over the top ball by Callum Hudson-Odoi. Tammy Abraham got onto it, and then with a lovely chip, like risky, but a lovely chip that he put off over the keeper. And then Yoshida tried to clear it from the line, but just about didn't, you know, manage, I guess, as it just crossed the line and, you know, goal line, what is it called? Goal line technology, whatever the word for it is, gave it as a goal, and that was very, very, you know, good, obviously. And 24 minutes in, we made it 2-0 through Mason Mount, another really good goal. Willian with the assist, as Jorginho was, you know, basically played the ball to Willian for Willian then to assist Mason Mount involved in the press, Willian involved in the press, very, very good, just pressed them, won the ball back very high up the pitch, which is exactly why I constantly want the 4-3-3, because we can't do that kind of press in a 3-4-3 against a team that doesn't play 3 at the back either. It doesn't work. So I was very, very happy. We made it 2-0, that was calm. And then in the 30th minute, Danny Ings got a goal back, made it 2-1, or well, scored 1 for Southampton, I guess. Still not sure whether that was actually Danny Ings or whether that was just a Zouma own goal. Like, I saw different replays and it looked different from all of them. It was just poor defending from everyone. They had a throw in, Hudson-Odoi, and kind of just tried to, from in behind, poke the ball forward, which poked it past Jorginho, which meant Valeria, I think it was, on the wing, went past Jorginho, Alonso, I think Tomori, and Hudson-Odoi was just behind him, went past all of them, crossed it into the middle, and then I thought Danny Ings didn't actually get a touch on it, and Kurt Zouma just put it in. But, you know, I guess it is what it is, because, you know, it didn't last very long as N'Golo Kanté made it 3-1 in the 40th minute. He's the CDM. I wonder why he keeps scoring so many good goals. Strange. I know he shot from way outside the box, took quite a heavy deflection, hence why the keeper could do nothing about it, but it was still a good goal. Assisted by Marcos Alonso, actually, which is interesting. And that was that for the first half, you know. Didn't start off great, but once we got a first goal, that was solid. Yeah, okay, shouldn't have conceded that goal like that. But we did, and it's completely fine. It's completely fine in the end. Going into the second half, nothing much happened, really. Like, the second half was pretty dead. Like, neither team did a lot. We just tried to see it out for the most part. We had a couple of dodgy moments where we kind of put ourselves in danger. But overall, you know, it was good. You know, we just saw the game out, did what we didn't do against Sheffield, just saw the game out, were calm, decent enough on the ball. We tried to create still, but we struggled a little bit. Tammy Abraham, well, he scored again and had a good first half. He struggled. Other than that, he kind of misjudged a lot of long balls today. Didn't win many headers and didn't win many duels, and he looked a bit sore when he came off later on in the game as well. But, you know, it was just really calm. In the 80th minute, we made our first substitutions when, you know, like I said, we were just seeing it out. Southampton had a couple of moments, but nothing really, and we had a couple of moments. Hudson-Odoi had a big chance to make it 4-1 early in the game already when Willian played him through. Willian was unbelievable today. I will talk about him, of course, later on. But then in the 80th minute, we did make our first substitutions when Mateo Kovacic came on for Mason Mount, and also Christian Pulisic finally got minutes again as he came on for Callum Hudson-Odoi. So that was good. And yeah, it was a smart substitution. I like that with Frank Lampard. Kovacic slightly more defensive than Mason Mount, as we gave us a little bit more control in midfield again. Pulisic just some fresh legs. And then in the 84th minute, Michy Batshuayi came on for Tammy Abraham. And then in the 89th minute, two of those new substitutions, you know, created a fourth goal today, which was obviously great. Pulisic with a lovely pass through the line. Batshuayi with a great run, took it on well, and then a lovely finish between the legs of the keeper. Great. And that was 4-1, and we were done and dusted into the international break now, in 5th in the league. 4 wins on the bounce, actually. 2 Premier League wins in a row. Yes, not a clean sheet again, but I was very, very happy today. Like, so many players performed really, really well today. Let's go through the performances from back to front. Kepa, his passing today wasn't that good, but other than that, didn't really have much to do. And when he did, or when he could do something about it, he was there, couldn't do anything about the goal. Aspie was good defensively, poor on the ball. His passing wasn't great today by Aspie, but defensively was good. Zuma, strange for the OG, but other than that, I didn't actually mind him. Tomori was a bit shaky in the first half and too many misplaced passes in build-up that led to Southampton chances. But in the second half, he was again really good, I thought. Really good. Alonso had a really good game today. Defensively, absolutely top. Like, absolutely top. Could have done a bit better when he conceded the goal, I guess. But other than that, absolutely lovely. Like, really can't complain with Alonso today. Still can't cross the ball to save his life. But can't complain with Alonso at all. Fair play to him. Really, you know, showing up to the challenge, I guess, that Emerson has posed to him with playing so well at the start of the season. And now that Emerson is injured, Alonso is really performing well. Like, he hasn't had a poor game since he's had to come in, really. You know, he hasn't had a poor game. So fair play to him. You know, a lot of us, you know, don't like Alonso and think he's not good enough and stuff. But these last 3 or 4 games, he's been good. Really, no complaints at all. Jorginho, absolutely immense today. Not so much going forward. He still did enough. But because we generally didn't create that much actually today, still plenty, but not as much as we sometimes do. But Jorginho defensively was solid, like just so good. I think that was just before the end of the first half, when Tomori messed one up. When Tomori messed one up just before the break. Jorginho cleared one off the line, great defending there, had a lot of interceptions, had good tackles, even though it got booked early on, which should never have happened because there was a clear foul on Aspie. They hit us on a break and Jorginho just had to jump in, flying with a heavy challenge, got booked. But then was really smart with it after, controlled everything. He dictates everything what we do, and it's just so great to see. And I'm really, really glad that both fans inside the ground and, you know, online starting to appreciate and see how good Jorginho really is and how important he is for us. I'm going to continue next to him. Again, very, very good off the ball. Scored a goal, but sometimes his passing kind of annoyed me. Like, didn't make the right decision. Sometimes a poor pass, but overall, good performance. Mason Mount scored, but other than that, wasn't as influential. I think Mason Mount could actually do with the rest. I guess he's going to international break now, so let's see how much he plays there. But I think he could do with a little bit of a rest. Even though, I mean, he scored again. You know, what can we really complain about? Hudson-Odoi got that assist for Tammy Abraham for the first goal, which of course is a crucial goal. Was decent overall. Could have gotten himself a goal when what's his first name? Gunn. Anyway, the keeper by Southampton made a decent save to keep the ball out. And then came off after, not directly after the challenge, it was fine, but a heavy challenge by Ward-Prowse on Hudson-Odoi towards the end, not towards the end of the game, but towards the end of his time on the pitch, I guess. But he was fine, thankfully, which of course would have been a little bit annoying. And then coming to Willian. I don't know what Frank Lampard has done to Willian, but I love it. I don't like, obviously, I'm sure all of you heard the reports as well. It doesn't seem like Willian will sign a contract extension. He wants a 2-year contract extension after the whole David Luiz debacle. Chelsea don't really want to give anyone a 2-year extension. He doesn't want a 1-year extension, so it seems like he will probably just leave at the end of the season. But he doesn't play like someone that will just leave. He's given his everything in these last few games. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. His work rate. He sprints forwards. He sprints backwards. He's good on the ball. Yes, okay, his performance against Lille wasn't actually that good, but then scored a very, very good goal as a winner, which of course makes up for a lot of things, let's be honest now. But today, like, he just worked his socks off. He would have assisted Hudson-Odoi's goal had he taken his huge chance. Willian was top notch today, absolutely top notch. Even if he didn't score, just absolutely class. And Tammy, everyone mentioned him, scored a good goal at the start, decent first half, not so good in the second half, but you know, decent enough. Kovacic didn't really do much, but Pulisic came on, literally barely touched the ball except for the assist, but he did well on that one. And Batshuayi all the same, really didn't really touch the ball much except for his goal, but they did do those things. So I'm really not mad at all today. Like I'm very pleased. And now, as you know, if you've watched one of these live reviews before, I will get to the chat and answer a couple of things that you mentioned in the chat down below. That would be great. You know, basically just put a couple of things in there, whether it's questions or just things you want me to mention. That would be good. Let me just see. Kante gave the ball away 8 times. He is a stud. Bad game today. Yeah, Kante didn't have his best game today, like I said. But defensively was still good. You know, he made some incredible interceptions, and it was just absolutely great. So I was happy with that. Sorry, just need a drink because I'm a little bit thirsty, really. Don't know what you're on about Hazard, but fine. Yeah, and of course, if you are new today, if you are new to Blues TV, please be sure to subscribe. That'd be massively appreciated. Make sure you hit the notification bell button to, choose to be notified about all uploads so you don't miss any for future uploads. And also, like I said in the beginning already, you're here already. Please go down below and smash that like button. That would be massively appreciated. You've got this far. That would be absolutely class. Where am I? I'm currently in Switzerland visiting a friend, and this is kind of a room in the apartment. So, that is where I'm filming today. Yes, Bats and Beauty celebration. Yeah, that was funny. Hudson-Odoi missed 4 walk-ins versus Grimsby and 1 here. Same play every time. Watch Mishi trust his left foot. John needs to do that. Yeah, but you got to see the difference here. Batshuayi is what, 24-ish, 25. He had his birthday last week. Can't remember how old he turned though. Hudson-Odoi's 20. Just came back from a long injury. His left foot wasn't great before his injury already. He needs to work on the left foot. I think we all know that. Sorry, mentioned that last year as well. I mentioned it last year already as well. He needs to work on that weak foot play, even though the one that he scored against Grimsby was his weak foot. But, generally, I was very pleased. Chelsea finally moved to man marking. Did we move to man marking? Not even 100% sure. Did we? To be honest, I didn't follow that close enough. I will have to look at it again. And have my next preview, I will mention that, of course. Jorginho man of the match. I would give it to Willian, but Jorginho was a close second in my opinion. I think Pulisic and Batch got the connection. Yes, when am I coming to the UK? Probably for Spurs away in December because I'm going to Ajax away. What did I say? Oh yeah, Callum is, of course, Mason Mount is 20. I do apologise, Callum Hudson-Odoi is of course 18. No, actually, didn't he just turn 19? Either which way, very young. Doesn't really matter the exact number. But yeah, I'm probably going to Spurs away in December because I'm going to Ajax away later this month. But yes, does Tomori deserve a place in England starting 11 alongside Maguire? Yes. Everyone makes mistakes, for fuck's sake. Don't know what you mean, but yes. Well, yeah, close enough, innit? Hudson-Odoi 18, Batshuayi is 26. I wasn't far off. I said 25. So that is that. You're giving credit for Willian's improvement for Lampard. Why? No, not necessarily. It's just a title, mate. Chill. Last time my title was Willian saves Lampard. Now it's like Lampard transformed Willian because he's just playing so differently, and especially with the whole talk that we of course hear about him probably not extending his contract and leaving at the end of the season. Him playing with that kind of a work rate is unbelievable, and it's not, it's not the standard. So you absolutely gotta appreciate it, and something. Lampard must have said something to him for Willian to play like that now when he played like that, like he did on the Conte and when he played like he did on the Sarri. So I think there is something to that. Willian was better before Hazard, don't know what you mean. If the ban is taken off, who should we go after? Let's focus on that when it is taken off. So let's focus on that then. Tomorrow needs to be careful on the ball. He made errors that almost led to goals. I agree. Like I said earlier already, he was a bit shaky in the first half. But yes, as much as everyone wants to laugh at City, I can assure you that focusing on us feels 100 million times better. Yes, I completely agree. Let's focus on us. Let's not laugh at City, because laughing at City means accepting that Liverpool have won a title. And not really a big fan of that. One last comment that I will take from the chat, and then we'll see it there. I think it's a mix between man marking and zone during corners. Yeah, Willian man of the match, just how hard he worked today. Yeah, that's what we did on the Sarri and on the Conte as well. A mix of man marking and zone marking depending on the opponent, because sometimes they just have someone so good, again, in the air, I guess, that you put someone man marking on him, but generally you still stick to zone marking overall. And yeah, what was the last thing? Yeah, Willian man of the match. I agree. There are a few passing lanes when we play 2 centre mids, makes Kepa and our centre backs a bit shaky. We didn't play 2 centre mids today, so that was decent. Rumours was cheap to return in November. Yeah, that was that would be good. We'll have to wait and see. I think he will probably return to training full training in November, and then probably start playing in December. I would assume we will miss. Will we miss Emerson when Alonso makes more defensive errors? Of course we will, but Emerson will be back after the international break, so that should be fine, or it should be anyway. Do we do shirt giveaways? We might do. You know, if any companies reach out to us and want to work together to do some shirt giveaways, we will do. So, you know, if you are a company and watching this, get in touch and we'll do some giveaways for the people. And still prefer Emerson over Alonso. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Really do appreciate you guys tuning in. Massively appreciate it, actually. I'm going to leave it there. Great win to take us into the international break. I'm very, very pleased. Don't really have much more to say. Just a good performance overall. Not an incredible performance, don't get me wrong. It was a good performance, a good, solid Premier League away win, which is what you need. We scored 4 goals, improved our, goal difference a little bit. You know, only conceded 1, didn't get a clean sheet. But in the end, I'm very, very happy. Thank you guys for watching. Really do appreciate you guys tuning in. Subscribe to Blues TV if you haven't already. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the live stream. And you know, once this live stream has turned into a video, please leave me all of your thoughts on the game in the comment section below. I would appreciate that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Up the Chelsea, and I'll see you when I see you.